Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Happy Talkie Tuesday. My name is Dori Patrick. I am a mixed media artist. I live and work in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Welcome to my home studio. I'm coming at you from a different angle yet again. What's better than art supplies behind the subject, right? But look at this. Isn't this cute? Right up there. That's a crocheted pumpkin that my friend Tracy gave me. It's fall, y'all. At least here in the States it is officially, I guess. Was that yesterday or today? I don't know. But it's officially fall and I am here for it. Um, it is also Big Hair Tuesday because it is still quite muggy and humid, even though it's fall. Anyway, big hair. Hello, happy Tuesday. Welcome back. As you know, I try to check in weekly to talk about different things happening in my creative life. And this week's video, I wanted to touch base with you all about Fodder School 5. You have probably heard by now, I am so excited and lucky and all the good things. I'm so excited about being a teacher for Fodder School 5 this year. I taught for Fodder School 2 a few years back, and I am a returning teacher. So excited. Um, and I wanted to just touch base about a little bit about like what my lessons are going to be. So if you've been on the fence about signing up, um, maybe this will push you off the fence. Maybe you'll jump off the fence and join us. I sure would love that. But first, let's talk a little bit about um, why take a class or take a workshop in the first place? And I literally could go on and on and on about this topic because I believe it is so good for us. But I have tried to narrow it down to the top 3 reasons why you should take a workshop. And I'm gonna throw them at you now. Number 1. It is a great way to find your people and be part of a supportive community. Now, Fodder School especially is an awesome, awesome community. That is why I am back, honestly. Wendy is the founder of Fodder School. She takes and with her team takes such good care of us teachers. She takes good care of you, the student. They take a lot of care in planning and putting together the curriculum every year. It is a really well thought out program, and they just take good care of everybody. But whether you join Fodder School or not, taking a class or a workshop, and this can apply definitely if you're taking in-person workshops, but also online workshops, it is such a great way to find your people. And I know a lot of you are out there feeling a little like an island out there on your own. Um, and it can be hard to find your group, your people. Here in Cedar Rapids, um, we are the second largest city in Iowa, but we still are not a very big, we are not a big city. Um, but we have really come into our own as far as the diversity of people that are in our community. And there are some community members who are really stepping up and providing opportunities for different forms of artistic expression, whether that be through the theater or through music or through writing and storytelling. And then, of course, the kind of art that I do, whether that's painting or ceramics or whatnot. Um, if you had asked me probably 20 years ago, um, I probably wouldn't have said the same. I think it has been just an evolving thing in our city, and there have been core members of our community who keep bringing art and creativity to the forefront. And so, because of that sort of renaissance, and the fact, I had a business that centered around creativity for 12 years. We had a make and take art studio in Marion. Um, I have been able to find my people. I have a core group of friends who are excited about the same things that I am. We can work together, we can collaborate on projects, we can even go to lunch and, take notes and even vent if, something's going wrong or if we have a problem we're trying to figure out. So I feel very fortunate that now I kind of have, a little tribe of people that I can who we can support each other, right? And I know a lot of people don't have that, but attending a workshop, a class, or even doing online workshops is a great way to build up your community and develop some friendships with people who love the same things that you do. Um, I actually, I have a lot of online friends too. Some folks I have only met once. I've never seen them again, but we stay connected online because we took a class together or, we found some similar interests somewhere along the way. And those friendships are just as important and meaningful to me as the friends that I can see here in my own city. So, um, I think that's the most important thing that you can gain from taking a class is finding your people, your like-minded people. Number two is, um, learning something new, whether that's a skill or a technique. Obviously, that's a plus. I really, really love learning how another artist or creative approaches work. Now, their work may be completely different from mine, but I always glean a little something, a little takeaway from every single class that I have taken. Um, you know, we all have our own little set of skills and set of tools that we kind of go to time and again because we know what works. And when you are able to learn from someone who just has a different take, a different approach, a different way of solving a problem, it can be. This may sound like I'm exaggerating, but it can be mind blowing. It can turn a switch in your brain that really gets you thinking about things in a different way. And, it could be as simple as a way, somebody uses a palette knife in a different way or mixes two products together that you never thought about doing, or, you name it. There are just so many things that you can glean from watching and learning from another creative. And if I get the opportunity, um, when I'm at a workshop, if there's time, I love asking additional questions of that teacher about their creative life. I am particularly interested in daily rituals. So I love asking people like, where do you work? What is your studio set up? Like, is there a time of day you love to work in? And while you're working, do you love listening to something? or do you like silence? Um, how do you get yourself out of a creative block? All of those questions um, really kind of they reflect back to you a new way of looking at your own setup or ritual or how whatever it is, whatever the topic is. Um, I am just always fascinated by that topic. So if I get a chance, I really love kind of diving deep into their creative practice if I can. It's just such a great way to come home and think about what can I take? What's a takeaway that I could use to improve my own creative practice? So, and then number 3 is taking a class or workshop can help you to find the motivation and the inspiration for your own creative practice. So, this is kind of piggybacking off of what I just said, but um, there's something very motivating when you are part of a group that is busy moving their hands and getting stuff done. Um, it motivates me when I see other people going, yeah, I took this prompt and did this with it and da 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 and here and I struggled with this, but I figured this out and da 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 da. Just watching people work, being a part of that creative energy of a workshop. And that exists online as well as in-person workshops. Um, there's something just so motivating and so inspiring to me. And it never fails to amaze me when I'm teaching, whether it's children or adults. It doesn't matter if I throw out a project and we all kind of start from the same place with the same theme or the same idea, it never fails to amaze me how every single one is so unique. You don't need to worry about being a copycat when you're taking a workshop. Like if you have your own set of skills, you have your own eye, you have your own favorite way of moving your hand. All of that comes out when you start taking a class or a workshop. It never fails to amaze me. Like for example, I taught some journal making to some Girl Scouts a few weeks back, and the base of the project was the same for everybody. We all started off with the same number of sheets of paper, the same, basic setup for the journal, but then it just took off in all these different directions, whatever the girls, were inspired by at that time, and they really made it their own. So, I really encourage you to take that inspiration that you get, run with it, and make it your own. It's so much fun. It's so enriching, and there's just no way to get it wrong. There's no way to get it wrong. You just even if you do feel like you've made a mistake, you're learning something. So, anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop going on and on. Basically, the I want you to know it's worth it. It's an investment in yourself. It's an investment in your creativity. Okay, so now let's talk about Fodder School 5 real quick. Um, big thank you to all of you who have signed up already. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have done Fodder School before, a lot of people come back repeatedly because it is a well-oiled machine. It works so well. You will be so well supported throughout the whole journey, and the teachers are just fabulous. They're fabulous. I am going to put in the show notes the teachers for Fodder School 5. I will try to put all their links in the show notes so that you can look up who else is teaching besides just me. Um, but Fodder School 5 is So here's how it works. Let me back up. So there is a fodder challenge, and that starts October 1st. So you still have time to sign up for the fodder challenge. So the fodder challenge starts, it's the month of October, and it is 10 bite-sized mixed media projects from all the instructors, one lesson from each instructor for just 27 US dollars. And that will give you, not only do you get 10 little mini lessons for a really great price, but it gives you a taste of for what each teacher is going to bring to the table for Fodder School 5, the big Mamma Jamma thing. So, Fodder Challenge is all the month of October for 27 US dollars if you sign up now. Um, and that will run the whole month of October. You'll have access the whole month of October. Then, if you decide, oh, I love this, I want more of this, how do I get more of this? Well, you sign up for Fodder School 5. And when you do, that's a year-long mixed media course, and it is jam-packed, people. I'm telling you, it's jam-packed. So you sign up for that, you will automatically get Fodder Challenge lifetime access. If you purchase the whole kit and caboodle, you get all of it, lifetime access. So the actual Fodder School is every month you get a new instructor. And at the beginning of the month, you will get a fodder creating lesson. And so that varies according to what the project is and whatnot. But the instructor will lead you through creating your fodder that you will need later in the month. So about the middle of every month, that same instructor will release the lesson that you will use that fodder in. And I'm going to give you just a little peek about what my projects are. So every month you get a new instructor. First you make the fodder, then you do the lesson using the fodder you created earlier in the month. And there is no pressure. You get lifetime access. So don't worry about keeping up with the schedule. I know life gets crazy. So there's going to be some months you get done on time. There'll be other months you have to just wait to do. It's no big deal. If you purchase Fodder School, you get lifetime access. So there's no need to fret. It is fun to be caught up and kind of get caught up in all the chatter in the chat room and seeing all the photos that people are sharing. So you do your own pace. So that's how it works. And you can even still go back and purchase old Fodder School seasons 1 through 4. If you love Fodder School 5 so much, all that info is still available. So you can, you can just have a Fodder School extravaganza if you want to. So yeah, that's how it works. Um, and if you have further questions for us about it, please feel free to comment. Put them in the comment section, and I'll try my best to answer them. I'm going to be honest, I'm not running the whole shebang. I'm just, running my lesson, and will be helping people through my lesson when it comes out. But I will try my best to help you find the answer to your questions if I can. So don't be shy, ask the questions. So I'm going to give you a taste of what I am teaching for Fodder School, for Fodder Challenge, and also for Fodder School 5. But I think it might be easier if I switch my camera around and we'll put you overhead over the work table so I can show you a little more easily. And then we'll just pop back and say our goodbyes, and we'll go from there, okay? All right, I'll see you at the table. Hey guys, welcome back to the work table. Okay, first I'm going to give you a little peek at what I will be teaching for the Fodder Challenge. So this is the little bite-sized lesson that you get from each of the instructors. That's the $27 little package. And my lesson is called Sketchbook Abstraction. And let me just show you where this all started. It all started with this spread in my sketchbook. And I shared this one in the lesson too, so you'll get to see it a little more closely. But it started with this. This was a doodle, a drawing I did of a rose that, I don't know, I think I used Tombow markers or some Crayola markers or whatnot. It was literally nothing special. And it was just sitting, it was kind of just like floating around in a book for a while. Then, I don't know, it got torn out and I just never loved it, but I just also didn't want to let it go. So I think I decided one day, I don't know how I decided this, but I decided I would cut it up. I would cut it up into smaller pieces and rearrange it and abstract it. And this spread became the catalyst for many other sketchbook and art journaling spreads, taking really not important drawings and doodles and reimagining them. So I'll just show you a couple little examples of how that got done. Here's another one. A paper that's doodled. And so in Fodder Challenge, I show you how I take an old drawing, deconstruct it, put it in my sketchbook, and rework it. It's kind of like you're giving yourself a puzzle to solve, and it's really, really fun. There's a couple more in here. This one is an example also of taking an old doodle and just kind of reworking it. You'll just kind of get a peek into my thought process, what I love doing, how I respond to different things on a page. It's a really great way to get rid of that fear of the empty sketchbook page. You know what I mean? And we all have it. I know I do. And this became a really fun way to work in my book. When I get stuck and I don't know what to do, I will get a doodle and tear it up and rework it in my books. So that's what I'm teaching for Fodder Challenge. And I think you're going to love it. And I think you're going to get addicted to it. I hope you are. So yeah, isn't that fun? Fun. Okay. I don't want to share too much because you got to join me for the lesson. But okay, next up, the main lesson that I am teaching for Fodder School 5 are these split heads. I know you guys have seen me do these. This has been kind of a subject matter I've done several times over the years. It's we'll take the fodder that we create in the beginning of the month, and I'll show you all the different things that you'll want to have to put these together. And then we piece them together. And again, they are like a little puzzle that you get to put together and finish in a way that makes them this colorful, cohesive face. Isn't that fun? These are a blast. I know faces can be intimidating. They were also to me. I share a few little tips on getting faces that you love. I am never going for realistic. I am always going for funky and for wonky. So that is my jam. But you could definitely join us for this project and approach it in your own way with another subject matter as well. I will be demonstrating split heads. These are not the ones that I'm showing in the lesson. This is a mini version. I'm actually, as you know, getting ready for Octagon Arts Festival next weekend, and I'm getting these ready for that. The ones that we do in the lesson are bigger, and I also frame them, and I kind of show you how I frame them and finish them off to make a completed piece of artwork. So yeah, I'm hoping that you'll consider joining us for that. Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for spending this Talkie Tuesday with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that maybe you are a little tantalized and would like to consider joining us. As I mentioned earlier, please leave any questions for me in the comments that you might have. If I don't know, I will try to find out for you. I can't say enough good things about joining Fodder School. As a teacher and as a student, it has been just a real joyful, informative, place for me to be as a creative. And as a teacher, it is so fun to meet all of you, to find out what you're passionate about, what you love to create, and what your take is on different prompts and lessons. So I hope I'll see you in the Fodder School 5 classroom, as well as the Fodder Challenge classroom. There will be links in the show notes if you want to sign up and join us. We would love to see you there. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.